recording? Yeah, we're recording. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Moonshadow Mystery Channel. As always, I'm your host, Moonshadow Mystery. And today we're doing another Moonshadow Reacts video, where we'll be providing commentary through the reaction about my opinions on certain things. This is another recommendation from Troy VA Productions. Troy voice is 21. Our Sir Pinchus from the Hazbin Hotel fan redub project under Miss Violet Howard, our director, who was our Sir Pinchus. Opposite of my Alistair. Haha! That said, this is another one I've been sitting on for a while, avoiding watching it like the plague, so I can provide an accurate response. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to find, there it is. I'm going to find where to put the stupid URL in because I am half blind, apparently. And we're going to watch this through. I'm going to do my best not to pause it unless I feel it's absolutely necessary to pause it, but other than the fact that Troy is once again voicing Pinchus, he seems really fond of that role. I really know nothing about any of the other voice actors. I probably will be a little more critical of the Alistair voice actor than what may seem fair, so apologies in advance on that. After all, I've only been doing Alistair ever since the days of Black Griffin and Edward Bosco, and now I'm voicing him more in the lines of Amir Talai. Oh, here we go. And oh yes, I said it last video, but I thought they were doing this on this time. Ooh, okay. Where's in the actual pilot? Charlie starts off very performance-oriented, and then slowly becomes more emotional. This one's starting out the gate being emotional. That's a very interesting touch. Okay, I want to apologize right now because I can tell that there's some glitching going on. I don't know if that's a transition to VR or not. I said that last video too. I will provide the link down below for everyone, so you can go see this for yourself without my talking over it. Hopefully it's not actually the video glitching, it's just on my end. Hold on, I am going to go ahead and pause real quick. And the reason I'm pausing is a simple one. I had this opinion when we were doing our version of this with Violet Howard. The fuck? I paused, I didn't... It's a pause. It didn't mean for you to start over. But anyway, I was of this opinion that when we did our version, that I wished we had done the song. I don't know why we had chose not to do it, but we immediately skipped the song. I am glad to see that they are making the effort and they're putting so much emotion into it. I think that's where I want to make sure. But yeah, I'm glad to see they're attempting this. Anyone who has worked on this with Troy, if you're seeing this, let me know down below in the comment section, if you please, the conversation that happened regarding whether or not to do the song. Because I'm very much curious as to what caused you all to agree that the song needed to be included in this version. I don't know if it was a copyright issue for us specifically that we were worried about. You know what? I am just glad to see it in here. That's all I have to say about that. Some tonal some tonal peaking. Not mic peaking, but more tonal peaking. Where it's like the inflection shifted just a little bit unintentionally. You know, I'm still torn on whether or not I prefer the pilot Carmine design or the official version. I'm hoping that if Vox does like an Alistair in the upcoming season and goes full demon, it looks more like his pilot version. Because that would be a nice way of including that design. I'm not going to critique the lip syncing too much because I think that might be an issue on my end. It does seem like it's out of sync slightly, but I think that is just because of my connection. Or VR chat as a whole, I don't know. Okay, for those of you who didn't know, I actually auditioned for this guy. No, I didn't get the part of him, unfortunately.
Thanks for the fun time. Hot stuff.
Nice choice giving Travis a deeper voice.
I can't let it get out. I'm offering my services to randos on the street. It's a pig cash grab. Got it?
Whatever you say, slut.
Ouch! Ooh,
Not a bad interpretation, very similar to Michael Kovac.
sack of poorly packaged horse shit. Tell the missus I said hi. Stuck up my
It definitely has more of that new, kind of like Bronx, Queen era, New York kind of vibe with the voice, and I really like that detail. But Travis having a deeper voice does make him seem a little more imposing. I auditioned for that guy too. I don't think I got it. I might have.
Oh my god!
I have to go back and look at our pilot to see.
Damn it!
Oh, here we go, Troy. Oh yeah, I can see why you wanted to do a new version.
Those were the cowardly sinners. They're not to hinder my territory.
Okay, hold on.
My precision, the power of my machine are a match. No other demon can compare to the length of eye.
Okay, I've got to pause here. Troy, I see 100% why you wanted to do another version of the pilot dub now. Much like me, you have been improving on your pinches so much, and I can tell it. Like, night and day difference between our version and this version. Like, you are still having a little issue here, though. And I'm not saying this to be negative, to be super judgy. It is just something I noticed with our version, with, again, Miss Howard, and this version. It more has to do with a specific line. It's when Pinch is supposed to be saying, "The powers of my machines are unmatched. No other sinner can compare to the likes of I." You say machine. For some reason, the inflection when you're saying the power of my machines, the S at the end of machines gets dropped. I don't know if that's a mic pickup thing. That is something I noticed, and I did not bring up in my cast commentary of our version. But now that I've heard it again in this one, I feel it needs to be brought to attention. And again, it could just be an audio glitch that is making me feel that way. I do ask, if you're watching this, and you probably are, go back through and look at our previous version and this one again, specifically this period of the animation and the voiceover, and kind of listen a little closer, see if you're getting what I'm saying. Alright, let's continue this.
Gee, that was pretty swell, boss. Yeah, you really showed them what for.
Oh, not a bad choice for the Egg Boy's voice.
I wish he shoot me with his ray gun.
At this rate,
Yeah, that's
I
a
will
little bit
seize
different, but I
control
like
of
it.
The entire west side
Yeah.
of the pentagram by day's end. And
You really showed them what for. I like how you shot them with your ray gun. I wish he'd shoot me with his ray gun.
Woo!
Ooh,
Oh,
Joy!
Hell will be mine, and everybody will
Great.
know the name of Sir Pet. Pardon?
Nice.
Who said that? What did he
Oh, that is
say
the
to
first
me,
time
you
I've
fried
heard
chicken
edgelord
fetuses?
so clearly, and yet
That wasn't us, Mr.
sound
Bossman.
distant, sound nice. Great job with the recording and with the audio work to make it sound like that. I still think it's weird that it kind of looks like a rubber ball when it's bouncing until it comes to a stop.
You looking for a fight? Old man.
Ooh,
Why don't you get the
I loved
secret to
our
my
Cherry Bomb
bullshit
casting
off
choice,
my
but this
back
sounds so much
before
like
I
Pilot Cherry.
smash it?
Oh, you want to go, Missy? Well, I'm happy to oblige.
That sounded so much like Pilot Cherry. Good job.
Good afternoon. I'm Kitty Killjoy.
And Darren Tom Trench. Chaos today outside of Pentagon City as a turf war rages on the west side. between
Okay,
the
hold it,
notable
hold it, hold it,
kingpin,
hold
Sir
it, hold it,
Ventures,
hold it,
and the
hold it, hold it.
self-proclaimed spunky powerhouse.
Hold everything. Okay, first off, positives here. While not spot on to the pilot version, these are great interpretations. Katie's voice, and no offense to Brandon Rogers, no offense. I do prefer the pilot version of Katie's voice over yours for Katie Killjoy, though you do bring a level of sass she could not bring. So on that front, I am saying thank you for you taking over, because it makes her a character you love to hate so much more. But as for this specifically, I don't wish to talk down to our cast. Really hard to say if I prefer our Katie to this Katie. Both of them are great interpretations to the character, especially in comparison to the pilot version. Tom, as someone who has actually worn a real-life gas mask, and yes, I have in fact worn one, neither this one or the other one are wrong. Depending on the model of gas mask, your voice is going to sound a little deeper and a little more muffled, a little bit higher. I still have that little bit of hurry knuckle to it. It's just really dependent on the type of model you're wearing. And no, I'm not actually wearing one right now. I just trained my mouth and lip muscles as well as my throat muscles in order for me to be able to duplicate the sound effect. Because I really don't feel like I have to take my glasses and headphones and stuff off in order to put the actual one on to show you a demonstration. Because it hurts, it sucks. Not something I want to have to wear on a daily basis for very long if I can avoid it. Really good. Audio team, you're doing a great job here. But specifically to the Tom Trench voice actor. You said chaos out of Pentagon City. And I get how maybe certain versions or maybe the captions misquote it from the actual pilot. It is actually Pentagram City. Even in the Amazon Prime official series, it is Pentagram City, not Pentagon. I just wanted to call that out a little bit. It's probably not your fault. It's probably an issue with the transcript or with the subtitles. But I just wanted to call that out and bring it to attention for, if you end up reprising Tom Trench in future dubbings. It is just something I feel needs brought to your attention. Because it is a bit of a verbal flub. I've made many of them my own self, so I'm not trying to be hypercritical. I just wanted you to be aware that, and I don't know if you were aware of it prior to this. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention now. So I apologize for pausing. Let's continue.
Cherry bomb.
That's right, Tom. After the recent
I love the fact that
many areas
Pinchas
are now
is
for grabs.
parroting an
All
SNL
around are already duking it
skit
out to gain
in that
the
photograph.
lead.
It's funny as shit.
Seem to be really going at it, huh?
Looks like they're fighting tooth and nail for that hot spot.
I'd sure like to nail her hot spot.
You are a limp dick jackass, Tom. Or should I say, no dick. Coming up next.
Ooh, good choice with how you handled that delivery.
Macho, who's here to discuss her brand new passion project. All that and more.
Your voice pitched a little bit there.
Suck it up, you little bitch.
Ooh, you went a little deep there. I like it.
You remember what to say?
Yes, let's do this.
Just
Oh,
look at me, and I'll
holy
mouth it
sh-
to you.
Come on, Daddy, I know what to say.
Hold on a minute here. Okay, first off, bagging, nothing negative. A little bit deeper, closer to the... It's like right perfectly in the middle between the pilot and the official version of Baggy's voice. So, chef's kiss. Charlie, though. Oh my god! I'm not gonna lie. That initial line delivery right there, for a moment I thought I was hearing the official voice actors. I'm not trying to butter you up. I'm just... It caught me off guard. Like, I pride myself on trying to get as close as possible to the official voice actors for Alistair, and I am hypercritical of myself about it, especially since my pitch tries to bounce between... Well, once again, trying to bounce between Edward Bosco's delivery and Amir Talai's delivery. It's quite a feat to try and get right in the middle where it belongs. So the fact that you triggered my brain thinking, holy crap, that sounds so much like the official voice actress. Bravo. I'm going to keep listening as you keep going. I don't know if you're the singing voice as well as the speaking voice. If you are, I'm going to be paying very close attention to the end credits to see. But let's continue.
I just feel like we need to, I don't know, make things sound more exciting. If I
Sing a song about it?
You knew I was gonna say that.
Because I know you, but...
Okay, I can notice major differences now, but
No, I'm
right at first...
expressing myself and my goals through song.
But life isn't a musical, huh?
Right, but I
Hold on, I'm pausing right now just to address this. I don't know if that was a lip syncing issue or if my connection in VR chat glitched again. Because it seemed like things were... Like, how in the pilot is like, I'm better expressing myself and my goals through song. That one seemed like I'm better at expressing myself and my goals through song. It just seemed a little bit different in the, not only tonal delivery, but also the pacing. But at the same time, my video looked like it glitched a little bit, so that might have just been on my end. So I'm trying not to be hyper-critical about it. If anyone in the cast is actually watching this, would you please let me know if this is an issue on my end or not? Because I don't want to be hypercritical of something that is not actually an issue, and I just want to know if this is just my end giving me fits for no apparent reason.
have these other ideas what to say. The highlighted bits are the best.
Oh, you are very good at
It's
emoting.
all highlighted. Is this a drawing?
Yes,
Okay, Baggy, you started off much deeper in tone, and now you're getting a little lighter in tone. You're almost, I don't know, it's not a consistent pitch, which I guess is understandable. My own vocal tones don't actually stay very consistent. And maybe it's because you're adjusting based on tonal delivery, and if so, that is very understandable, and I appreciate that. I'm actually loving the emoting coming out of the Charlie actress. Like, I could honestly believe that she is feeling these emotions while she's delivering these lines, and that just tickles me pink. And I can also tell a little bit of the frustration, and it's like, oh, I want to support her, but she is making this so difficult. I don't know if things are going to go as well as she wants kind of vibe, and that's just great.
that's the happy ending, see? Everyone's smiling and happy in heaven.
I don't think it's that simple.
I never really
Just
noticed that the
please
paper is almost
follow
like
the talking points
completely
we went over.
highlighter yellow. No wonder she
And
made the comment.
do not sing.
Okay, fine. I'll just have to resort to my impeccable improv skills. Hi, I'm Charlie.
Katie Killjoy. I'd say it's a
Sorry,
pleasure to meet you, but that would
sorry,
be
I had to
a lie.
disconnect from
You
my
can
mic
put
for a
that
second there.
away.
Touch the gaze. I have stand-up.
Okay, hold on. First of all, yeah, my controller disconnected. My mic is connected to my controller, so it kind of cut me off there. What was with that? I mean, I was loving literally when it came to the I don't touch the gays, like the tone shift. It's supposed to be a little bit snarky, a little bit catty, but the actual tone went so high pitched compared to every other line delivery. It was almost like it was recorded by two different people. And is that the case? Did the Katie actress not actually feel comfortable saying that line, so someone else said it, and they combined the dubs? Because if so, I respect that. If that was a choice to avoid saying something you did not agree with, I greatly appreciate the fact that you held true to your standards and came up with a compromise in order to deliver the line. So, I will never judge someone for standing up for what they believe is right and for refusing to do something that they do not feel morally comfortable with doing. So, if that is what happened, that explains everything. If it was just a matter of your choice to do it that way, no, it's not a bad choice. It just caught me off guard because I was not expecting that severe lower octave to much, much higher octave shift between deliveries of those sets of lines. Uh, I feel like I was going to say something else entirely up to that point, and that just caught me so off guard every other thought left my head.
Look,
Oh,
time is money. So look.
oh wait, no, I remember what I was going to say now. Sorry. Sorry, I don't wish to speak ill of our Charlie actress from our pilot FanDub project. I had so many things to say in my cast commentary for that recording already, so I don't want to beat a dead horse. But if you, by some chance, from the previous recording are watching this, and I say this with all the respect I can muster, please pay attention to this. Because your initial delivery for a good chunk of our video was much more high, almost too youthful sounding at times. But at the same time, and I said this in that video, when it came to delivering very emotional lines, you killed it. So in all honesty, while I am praising this Charlie actress right now, when it comes to the more emotional line delivery, I am going to be comparing her to you and not the other way around. Because you set a high bar for me for the phone call scene, and that in the pilot version, those are my standards now for that delivery. So when we get to that part, that is what I'm comparing this to. If you've not seen our version, I will provide a link to not only this version, but to our version in the description below. Or you can go to click my name above the description and go down to where I did the cast commentary for our FanDub. I think I did it last year, which as of this recording would have been in 2024. At least I'm wanting to say it was 2024. I don't remember definitively. I want to say it was actually around October or November. Maybe October, I'm thinking. Pretty sure. But anyway, you can go to see that. It's a long video because I paused a whole lot. I'm trying not to do that this time. Or just, go see our original version and compare the scenes at your own leisure. Believe me, it is worth it to do so. Because there are so many different ways to interpret these characters, and I'm loving the fact that I'm getting to see different versions. There's a little bit of inconsistency with line delivery for Katie Killjoy in this one, I'm noticing. I'm trying not to be too harsh about it, but I don't know, it's all over the emotional spectrum. And maybe that's just how they see Katie's personality being, that they try so hard to maintain a level of consistent professionalism on screen that when the cameras aren't rolling, they're just everywhere. And I can kind of respect that decision.
Keep this short.
You're not here because we wanted you here.
You're here because Jeffrey...
I mean, I get it. That higher tone is definitely meant to be mocking, but it sounds so off-putting. Also, and I'm actually asking this, are we actually ever going to see, like, official... I don't know if Vivian Madrano has ever said this about Hell of a Boss or Hazbin Hotel specifically. Um, leave a comment down below as a response to this if you want to. Does anyone think we'll ever actually see any real historical figures in Hell? I'm not necessarily saying Hitler, but I'm more saying, like, specifically ones like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, very specifically, like Jeffrey Dahmer. And would maybe he be the owner of a restaurant that maybe Alistair frequents? Just one of those thoughts. Like, I know a lot of other shows like South Park and all are more than happy to feature historical figures, including Hitler, Jeffrey Dahmer, etc. But do you think Hazbin Hotel would ever do it? Or would they deliberately avoid it because of ones like The Simpsons and South Park, Family Guy, American Dad, etc.? I don't know. It's just one of those thoughts I had. Let me know what you think below.
Jeffrey couldn't make it for his cannibal cooking segment. You might be some royal big shot, but that doesn't mean shit to me. I'm too rich and too influential to give a flying fuck about what some tux-wearing demon princess wants to advertise. So don't get cute with me, honey, or...
Oh, I get what they're doing now. They're giving her a Valley Girl accent when she does the mocking.
So, Charlotte,
It's Charlie.
whatever. Tell us about this new passion project you've been insistently pestering our news station about.
Well, as most
Audio
people know,
team,
I was
you could,
growing up,
you couldn't hear the pin click.
good in everyone around me.
Oh, never mind. I heard it that time. It's just very light. Never mind.
You are my people. We just went through another extermination.
You,
Lost so many
your tongue
souls,
should
and
have
it breaks
shifted
my heart
downward to
to see
more
it
sympathetic when you said,
every year.
"And you are my
No
people."
one is even given a chance.
The rest of this is really good. I mean, it's all really good, but just mild commentary.
Such violence. So, I've been thinking, isn't there a more humane way to hinder overpopulation here in Hell?
Love the
Perhaps
Baphomet
an
demon.
alternative way to change souls through redemption? Well, I think yes. So, that's what this project here aims to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening the first of its kind.
You know, I've heard a lot of people say that that's a prototype version of Vox used as a background character. But I heard that Vox actually has the ability to clone himself. So maybe the pilot version saw his clones as being very off-model.
Is this girl for real? She thinks...
Okay, I voiced this guy in our version. Is this girl for real? She thinks... You hear what she thinks? She... she's nuts. It sounds like you're talking into a tin can. I have mic issues my own self, so if this is an equipment issue, no judgment. I'm just making the commentary because I get there in a bar, but it's a very loud bar. So I don't see the voice echoing like that. It's just something that I couldn't help but notice because it's very prominent in your delivery. Is it a matter of the acoustics in the room you're recording in? If you're watching this, please let me know if that's the case. It's just something I noticed. It doesn't seem like a deliberate choice, and that's the main reason I'm pointing it out. Also, love the fact that we get a look at ZZ before we know that ZZ is an overlord, and get that confirmed officially in the Amazon series. And she's one of the few ones that hasn't really changed a whole lot. Alistair's palette changed a little bit. Vox's overall design got rehashed. Carmilla got redesigned pretty significantly. Zestial, a little bit of a change in the mouth, but otherwise he's pretty much the same. And Rosie, there was never any need to change perfection.
She thinks. Oh, she's nuts.
You know, I'm not even complaining about the higher pitch, like, at all. Like, the higher delivery, whereas I was trying to get more close to the show version, the higher tonal delivery is actually a good choice. Because it juxtaposes the idea that this is this big, burly, deep-voiced guy, and he's just like, this dude is like, is this girl for real? Oh man, she's nuts. Like, I like that. That is a very good juxtaposition of the personality that you get from appearances versus delivery, and there's a lot of that in real life, so... I get in the pilot it was intended to show that this is kind of the kind of people ZZ surrounds herself with, the kind of, you know, kind of thick skin, cool customers that hang out at biker bars and pool halls and things. But I love the fact that you juxtapose that. I really do. Good delivery. I mean, it's only one line, but being able to deliver that way before the guy gets punched, really good. Okay, I've got to listen here.
I have a dream. I'm here to tell about a wonderful, fantastic new hotel.
Okay, if you're not the singing voice and the speaking voice, whoever's doing the singing is very close to you tonally.
Inside of every demon is a rainbow. Inside every sinner is a shiny smile. Inside of every creepy, hatching, loving maniac is a jolly, happy, cupcake loving child.
This is not an easy song to sing, speaking from experience.
Just a little time down at the Happy Hotel. So all you junkies, freaks, and weirdos, creepers, fuck up, curves, and zeros, and the fallen superheroes, help is here. All you cretins, sluts, and losers, sexual demons, and the boozers, and prescription drug abusers need not fear.
Okay, it's supposed to be sexual deviance, but considering the tonal pace of the song, it's easy to overlook. Again, I've sang this song before. I've sung it as Alistair. It is a hard song because the pacing is all over the place. So very good job on you doing this. Especially when you're trying so hard to be like the pilot Charlie. And it is so close. Ooh, a little bit of mic peeking there. A little bit of mic peeking. Might just...
Wow. That was shit.
Hey, I voiced that guy in the R version too. Good delivery.
What in the nine?
I'm gonna pause real quick. It's like... That was a good delivery for the black and white monocular guy. Again, I tried way too hard to be more like the pilot voices. I was like, wow, that was shit. It's just, I don't know if anybody who hates that line. It is so fun. It is so funny.
Circles makes you think a single denizen of hell would give two shits about becoming a better person. You have no proof that this little
Okay, I love this.
works.
Because of the fact you give her professional voice and then her off-camera voice, and this is the veil lifting a little bit and her real personality coming through. Good call.
Oh, and who might that be?
Just someone named Angel Dust.
The porn star?
You fucking would, Tom.
That sounded a little different than your other line deliveries, but
I'm sure you can get that hooker to do anything.
That's okay.
Enough booger sugar and lube.
Oh, I beg to differ. He's been behaved, clean, and out of trouble for 2 weeks now.
Breaking news.
oh, good job having a female
receiving word that a new player has entered the ongoing turf war. Let's go to the live feed.
And I'm being serious, having the breaking news
Oh shit!
be a woman, good
indeed.
call. You know,
looks
it doesn't
like the
have to be a
one who joined
guy.
the battle is none
Just because
other
that's,
than
like, typical, that doesn't mean it's how it should be.
Angel dust. What a juicy coincidence! You must feel really stupid right now.
And I'm sorry, I'm moving around a little bit because my mic, my controller, if it's inactive,
Well,
quote unquote,
looks like your little
it disconnects.
project is dead on
So
arrival.
I'm just trying to keep it from disconnecting right now.
How does it feel to be such a total failure?
Yeah, well, how does it feel that I got your pen, huh? Bitch.
Ooh, love that. Every time, love that.
Hey, thanks for the backup, Angie.
You kidding? This is the best action I've seen in ages.
Where have you been anyway? I thought you up and died or some shit.
Oh, I wish.
Love this. You have good chemistry together. I don't know if these two actors worked together before or not, but they have good on-screen chemistry with their deliveries.
You know, no fights, no pranks, no problematic language. Oh, it's not mine. Some crazy bitches.
Honestly, I think I like this Angel Dust better than ours, though ours gave it their all, and they are reprising the role, and they have improved so much. They really have.
Oh, hotter, Daddy.
Son? You whores have no class. In war, the side remembered is the side with the most style.
Or the size that ain't dead.
Speaking of style, is your hat like alive or something?
Oh, well, that's none of your goddamn business. Now is it?
Would that make
Seriously,
you have to talk to
so
you,
much
Devon?
improvement, Troy. Good job.
I'm
Huh.
going to blow you.
Couldn't hear
to
the egg boy in
bits.
that scene for some reason.
Kinky.
Oh, not like that. Perfect. Not so cocky now, are we?
You know, you really gotta watch what comes out of your mouth. I've been making these sex jokes the whole time, and it's obvious you ain't catching up. I mean, it's just sad.
Very good.
So think you're gonna get in a lot
Very
of trouble
good.
for this?
Nah, what's one little brawl gonna cause?
Seriously, bravo.
Glad you haven't changed. You know you're my favorite guy to party with.
You know it, sugar tits.
You ready to finish this?
Born ready, baby.
Loving this so much. Good job maintaining that vocal effect even while the screaming. Really good job. Audio team, voice actor, great. I'm curious if you actually were able to get Baggy's voice actress for this to actually read the Hispanic lines, or if you just kept them in from the pilot.
What? What were you doing? I owe my girl
Ooh,
buddy a
very nice
solid.
emoting.
Isn't that a redeeming quality? Helping friends with stuff?
Not with turf wars that result in territorial genocide.
Ooh, so much anger. I love it.
It wasn't that bad anyway. Oh, come on. I had to. My credibility was on the line. I mean, what kind of reputation would I have if people found out I was trying to go clean? It just throws out my entire persona.
Your credibility? What about the...
You know, I've never really given this a lot of thought before, as many times as I've seen this. Like, as I've seen the pilot specifically. The fact that Angel says that, were they unaware of the fact that Charlie was going to go on, you know, live news and talk about the project? I mean, obviously, if you're talking about the project, you're going to talk about, like, your biggest name person who's active in the program. So I wonder if Angel wasn't aware of the fact that Charlie was going to go on TV and tell everybody, hey, Angel's enrolled in our program. Angel is trying to better themselves so they can redeem and get to heaven. I mean, that is just interesting. I mean, anyone else ever think about that? Like, legitimately. I'm actually just genuinely curious. Did anyone else think about that? Huh.
The hotels. Your little stunt made us look like a fucking joke.
No, babe. Jokes are funny. I made you look sad and pathetic, like an orphan with no arms or legs. Oh, with progeria. Great. Now I'm bummed thinking about it. This thing have any liquor?
Can you please just try to take this seriously?
Fine, I'll try.
I love the desperation in the
Was that
voice.
you trying to be sexist or racist?
Whatever pisses you off more. Is there seriously no liquor in here?
I'm gonna kill him.
Too late, Toots. Wait. That make me double dead? Then where exactly do I go? To double hell? Sorry, you're stuck with me, bitch. Get used to it. Listen, who cares if some jag-ups got hurt?
Oh, you did.
Most of them are ugly
She
freaks.
actually
Look around.
read the
Got a bunch of
line
fucking
and
Harlequin babies down here.
You're
Oh.
one to talk.
Hey,
Wait.
this body is flawless.
Muy bien,
Everyone
señora.
wants some of me.
Muy bien.
Creepy fan letters to prove it.
That was really uncool of you, Angel.
Uncool? After that?
Honestly, not as uncool as the fan running to Angel, who is sensitive about showing their feet. About showing their
Does that mean
feet.
I'm not allowed a free
That's...
room anymore?
An actual fan would know that that is a touchy thing and would probably not ask that. That's very unfortunate.
Things are over yet. Try to relax, Faggy. It'll be okay.
I like how in the pilot version it wasn't really confirmed that they were going to be a couple, but you still see the budding romance between them that eventually gets put on prominent display in the official version.
It's probably a good idea to get some actual food in this place. You know, to feed all the wayward souls you got in here.
Honestly, just, just such good delivery. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm sorry right now because I'm going to be very... I already said who I'm comparing to.
I know I keep calling, and you must be busy. Really busy. But, the interview didn't go well. I don't know if I'm ever going to make a difference. I don't know what I'm doing. Really serious. I think Anyway, I'll stop talking before this gets long. Love you. Bye.
Okay, sorry, I'm pausing again right here. That is a good delivery. That is a good, like, grown-up, mature person trying desperately to keep themselves under control and not sound desperate and hurting, but trying to convey their feelings. That is very good. Again, the reason I hype up our version's Charlie for that scene specifically is there is so much pain and anguish and disappointment in her delivery that every time I hear it, it just, it makes me want to cry. It really does. And I'm not saying that to overhype it. Just every single time I hear her specific delivery of that line, I just feel like I'm being punched square in the gut and just feel so bad for her. This is still a great delivery and is very on par with the actual pilot. So, you know, you did a very good job, well within the expectations anyone could hope to have for delivering of that line. I just needed a moment to comment on that and explain the reason that that was my bar. So, good on you. Really good on you. And I'm sorry for the delay. For some reason, it delays the video whenever I unpause. I don't know why. It's weird. Okay. Now, here's where I'm going to be hypercritical, I'm sure. So, sorry in advance. Okay, I'm not going to judge you harshly based on that. But I am going to say this. As much as I am a fan of watching the Hazbin Hotel VR channel on YouTube, Those of you who watch it probably know what I'm talking about. I don't like how that channel's Alistair does his voice. It's like he's doing a much deeper version of what is attempting to be the Edward Bosco voice. But it doesn't give the same tonal delivery. It has the effect. It has the Mid-Atlantic vocal effect, but it doesn't sound like Alistair. That gave me the impression that you were falling between the tonal pitches of Amir Talai and Edward Bosco, which is good tonally. But that sounded much closer to what any version of Alistair I can imagine would sound like. Just from that. Let me see.
Hey, Baggy?
What?
The radio demon is at the door.
But let me get a proper comparison here with some actual lines.
Well, don't let him in.
May I speak now?
You may.
Alistair, pleasure to be meeting you, sweetheart. Quite a pleasure.
Excuse my sudden visit, but I just saw your fiasco on the picture show, and
I'm sorry, did you say fiasco? It's fiasco. Fiasco. Yeah, the S didn't deliver in that line.
I just couldn't resist.
What a performance! Why, I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash in 1929.
Okay, I know that his radio effect kind of shifts on occasion, but there is too much shifting happening here. Like, it's too frequent and too drastically different. And this is not the voice actor's fault. This is very clearly an audio technician point of view, possibly even an Audacity issue.
So many orphans.
Stop right there. Cabron, hijo de pera. I know your game.
Not a bad delivery. I can tell you were trying to enunciate it properly to give proper respect to the language. Cabrón, hijo de pera. Cabrón, hijo de pera. De pera. Cabrón, hijo de pera. Cabrón, hijo de pera. It's a rapid enunciation thing. And much like a lot of languages, the dialect can shift depending on region. I'm not trying to be judgmental of you. I can tell what you were trying to do, and you were trying to be respectful and make sure that everything got enunciated correctly. Just, you gotta, like, practice it a little bit, get used to saying the words, and then steadily try saying them just a little bit faster so that it comes across more, fluid. That's all.
And I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone here, you pompous, cheesy, talk show shit.
But you are all doing really good.
I wanted to hurt anyone here.
Wait a minute. Did it go straight from the left to if I wanted to hurt anyone? Was like, it's supposed to go. Dear, if I wanted to hurt anyone here, I would have done so already. You forgot the my dear or just dear. Just, dear, if I wanted to hurt anyone here. Or, and if I do it more like me or Talai, dear, if I wanted to hurt anyone here, I would have done so already.
No, I'm here because
Okay. I said I was going to be especially judgmental on the Alistair voice, and I am. A lot of this seems heavily due to audio editing. Excessive audio editing. And I get you're trying to emulate how sometimes older radio recordings are inconsistent, but you're doing too much of it. And it is making his lines come through in a way that is off-putting, but not in the, oh my god, it is Alistair, more off-putting in that it is distracting. If that makes any sense to anyone. The fact that his vocal deliveries are going from more, if I wanted to hurt anyone here, I would have done so already. Like, he's going emotionally, tonally, back and forth too frequently. Even when you compare to Amazon's version and Edward's version. And I get you're trying to get there in the middle. And I know I'm being... Controller disconnected again, which means my mic disconnected again. I get what you're trying to do. I do. And I applaud your efforts for doing so. I'm hypercritical of this because I've been a huge fan of Alistair and impersonating Alistair since the pilot dropped. And you can go back and see how poorly my early impressions were. And I continually improve upon them and go back and listen and practice. And I'm not saying you need to try and sound like the actual one, not by any means. Put your own interpretation out there. But if you're going to be delivering the lines, there has to be some consistency with the delivery. And I say this about music all the time, if the audio trickery, auto-tuning, excessive reverb, echo effects, electronica effects, like if you listen to Daft Punk specifically, you know what I'm saying with electronica effects, it becomes distracting. And it takes you out of the moment and reduces the enjoyment of it. I'm not saying that to be mean. I promise you, I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because I genuinely think that you can deliver a very good Alistair. I genuinely believe that because you would not have been selected for the part if you couldn't. I know this because I know how very particular Troy is about making sure the actor is right for the role. And I know that if he had wanted my inclusion, he would have reached out to me. He has never had anything negative to say about my performance. I know he wanted to do this with his own team to give other people a chance to stand out and let their voices be heard. And that is all I need to know to tell me that he has the utmost faith that you can deliver a fantastic mic-dropping performance. Unfortunately, due to all the audio trickery and the back and forth with higher octave tones, lower octave tones, too frequently together, which affects how the inflection of your line delivery is, it becomes distracting. And I feel like that takes away from what could have been a stellar performance. And I'm terribly sorry if that sounds offensive. I really am. Because I have the utmost respect for my fellow Alistair impersonators. And I am very particular about which ones I go out of my way to follow and to pay close attention to. And I have every ounce of belief that you can deliver great performances. There's just so much going on with how the voice was edited and augmented for this performance that I feel it overshadows your actual capability. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for taking so much time to pause to go on about that. We're going to continue.
I want to help.
Say what now?
Help!
A good example is like, I want to help. And you go to that, and went to immediately that super deep and aggressive help. It's, again, personal interpretations are fine. And I maybe could see a version of Alistair that would do that. But it's so jarringly different that it leaves you questioning what's going on.
Well, I heard you loud and clear.
You want to help with...
This ridiculous thing you're trying to do, this hotel, I want to help you run it.
But...
Again, right there. That pause in the delivery. This ridiculous thing you were trying to do. This hotel. I want to help you run it. It's this ridiculous thing you're trying to do. This hotel. I want to help you run it. Again, I know you're not trying to be Edward Bosco. You're not doing what people like me do. And that's good. But I only did that to example, to demonstrate the pacing that line is supposed to be. And yeah, it is definitely taking me out of my enjoyment.
Do anything. Sheer absolute boredom. I've lacked inspiration for decades. My work became mundane, lacking focus. Aimless. I've come to crave a new form of entertainment.
Yeah, it is too distracting with all the shifts.
It's the purest kind, my dear. Reality. True passion. After all, the world is a stage, and the stage is a world of entertainment.
So does this mean you think it's possible to rehabilitate a demon?
Of course not. That's wacky nonsense. Redemption, oh, non-existent humanity. No. I don't think there's anything left that could save such loathsome sinners.
Alright, I'm going to say it right here, right now. Your performance as Alistair through this is better when it's just you without all the audio trickery. I am getting more of a feel for you as Alistair without all the audio effects overshadowing your voice, changing your pitch and your tone. We know that Alistair sometimes talks without the radio effect, in both versions of the pilot and the official show. And if you're listening closely, you can catch it. This is this, where you're just talking as yourself without all that, is a much better version of you as Alistair. Because it shows the professionalism that he puts into maintaining his radio host dialogue without the effects. You get it more prominently in the end of the series of season 1. It's like, where his microphone gets where it's like, what just happened? Fuck. Because Alistair normally sounds like this, putting much more inflection and adjustments. All the dialogue, the pageantry. But then as soon as the microphone gets broken, he gets broken down to his pure, natural-sounding voice. And you are doing quite a resplendent job of conveying that. I am just sad to see that all the effects are taking away from such a performance. It could have been used to augment it and lift it up. And instead, it is burying it behind layer upon layer of effect.
The chance given was the life they lived before. The punishment is this. There is no undoing what is done.
So then, why do you want to help me?
You see, that the punishment is this, that effect was fine.
On ongoing entertainment for myself. I want to watch the scum of the
Yeah,
world
like this.
to climb up the hill of betterment. Only to repeatedly trip and tumble down the fiery pit of failure.
There's too many versions happening at once, and that is the biggest problem. Pick a version of vocal augmentation and run with it. Don't put 3, 4, 5 different versions and bounce between them.
Wait, you've never heard of him before? You've been here longer than me. The radio demon.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this. This is one of Vaggie's best deliveries. It's so ominous. So let's see how she does.
Alistair manifested in health seemingly overnight. He began to topple overlords who have been dominant for centuries. That kind of raw power had never been harnessed by a mortal soul before. Then, he broadcast his carnage all throughout hell, just so everyone could witness his ability. Sinners started calling him the Radio Demon, as lazy as that is. Many have speculated what unimaginable force enabled him to rival our world's most ancient and destructive evils. But
I
one
hope we
thing's
get
for
that
sure,
two-faced,
he's an
goetic-looking
unpredictable
demon
force
at some
to
point.
nature, a wicked spirit of mystery, and a
I'm
violent
genuinely
monster
curious
of
if it's
chaos,
kind of
the
like
likes of
Levy.
which we
Ooh,
can't
maybe
risk
it's a proto
getting
version of
involved with
Levy.
unless we want to end up erased.
You done? He looks like a strawberry pimp.
Well, I don't trust him.
To be fair, do you trust any man? Any men? Men?
Good deliveries, really good.
Charlie, listen to me. You can't believe this creep. He isn't just a happy face. He's a deal maker, pure evil. He can't be redeemed. And he's most likely looking for a way to destroy everything we're trying to do.
I don't know that. Look, I know he's bad, and I know he probably doesn't want to change. The whole point of this is to give people a chance. To have faith that things will get better. How can I turn someone away? I can't. It goes against everything I'm trying to do. Everything I believe in. Just trust me. I can take care of myself.
Charlie, whatever you do not
So
make a
good.
deal
You're
with
doing
him.
so well.
Don't worry. I got
Both Vaggie and Charlie and Angel, all of you are doing so well. And again, I'm sorry for being so,
You're sketchy as fuck, and you clearly see what I'm
so,
doing,
so specific with you,
but
Alistair in person,
everyone deserves
Alistair
a
actor.
chance
I
to
really
think
am.
they can be better.
I am
So,
just so
I'm taking
particular
your
about
offer to
this.
help, on the condition there be no tricks or voodoo strings attached.
So it's a deal then.
So, it's a deal then.
Nope.
So,
No
it's a
deals.
deal then. There's just
As
so many ways to
CEO
deliver that.
and heir to the throne, I hereby order that you help with this hotel for as long as you desire. Sound fair?
Hey, an order is not a deal.
Cool beans.
That inflection of relief. So good.
Smile, my dear. You know you're never fully dressed without one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Smile, my dear. You know you're never fully dressed without one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hypercritical of it. I am. I cannot help it. I'm so sorry. There's just pacing, delivery. These things, if you're doing a dub, have to be acknowledged. There are interpretations, but there are just some things where you have to make sure that you are matching the tempo and the pacing and the cadence, and it's so important. And I know that is not entirely your fault. Part of this is because the visuals are glitching because frickin' stream connectivity sucks. But I can tell when it's the audio delivery. I can tell when it is the line delivery that is irking me and not a lip syncing issue. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. I truly, truly am. Because you are doing your absolute best, but there are some of these deliveries that are so off point.
So where is your hotel staff?
That was actually good. That was actually good though. Because the pilot version is just you actually went out of your way to hum you actually went out of your way to hum You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile. That is chef's kiss. That is a great touch, a great change. And if you ad-libbed that, bravo, because that was an excellent little detail. And I don't know how many others watching this caught. I caught it, and I loved it. That is an excellent.
Well...
You're going to need more than that. And what can you do, my effeminate fellow?
I can suck your dick.
No.
You're
Okay. I actually like that delivery. It's just the way you did it. The way you did that response to Angel. That I liked. That I liked really much. That is a perfect example of a good reinterpretation of the line. Adding your own touch. Whereas the pilot is like, ha, no. You just went like, ha, no. Like, just so matter-of-factly, just immediately, like, it just delivers a sense of, you're funny, but I am very uncomfortable with your offer. That was good. That was good. See, you have moments like this, which put a legitimate smile on my face. But then it makes me think, where is this delivery? Where is this guy through all this? He is overshadowed by all of the audio trickery. This is the guy I want to see. Out from under all that audio masking. You can add the radio effect. Just pick a singular effect and know when to put it. Not all these different back and forths and all these different versions. Because this is the performance that it's taking away from. This is the guy that it is knocking down instead of lifting up. And that is unfair to him. That is completely unfair to the voice actor. Because he is the one that is being overshadowed. And it should not be that way.
Boss,
Well, this just won't do. I suppose I can cash in a few favors to liven things up.
There's my favorite gremlin.
This little darling is Nifty.
Hi, I'm Nifty. It's nice to meet you. It's been a while since I made new friends.
A little higher pitch than I was expecting, but that line where that high pitch goes into that little bit of a psychotic tone, really nice. And I liked the way that the Alistair voice actor introduced Nifty with that audio effect, with that very specific form of reverb. That is good. With that interpretation, that is good. See, I'm not here to just knock down the things I don't like. I'm here to highlight what I do like, and I liked that.
You all women. Are there any men here? I'm sorry if that's rude. Oh man, this place is filthy. It really needs a lady's touch, which is weird because you're all ladies. No offense. Oh my god.
I always wondered, is Nifty in the pilot actually oblivious that Angel is a guy? Or is Nifty just one of those people that is so considerate of others that because Angel was dressed in drag, that Nifty automatically decided in her head in that moment that Angel is a lady instead? Just always been kind of curious about that. Because you can almost see a little bit of offense in Angel's face, like...
No.
Ha! Read 'em and weep, boys. Full war.
I have a feeling that's the same guy that voiced the lizard demon in the bar. I have no problem with your voice for Husker. I actually like that. It's very close to the pilot version. It's got that gruffness. But the audio canning, a little odd.
Oh, the hell? What the fuck is this? You.
Ah, Husker, my good friend. Glad you can make it.
Don't you Husker me, you son of a bitch. I was about to win the whole damn pot.
Okay, great delivery as Husker. I don't know why your audio is doing that with your recording. I sincerely hope that whatever is causing it can be sorted, because I'm loving your performance, and I would love to see you reprising the role. I'm sure some of those out there who are watching this know that not only am I playing Alistair in further recordings for Miss Violet Howard, our director, but I'm also playing Husker. More specifically starting with the episode Dad Be Dad. So you're going to get a comparison with me there. And yeah, I do everything I can to try and sound as close to fucking Keith David as I can. But yeah, I know there's going to be some asshole out there talking about racial bullshit I know. There's a fucking demon cat. Get over it. Still, really like the way this guy delivers his lines. Really has that no nonsense old fella bullshit down. Oh, I get it, trying to say, don't you husker me, you son of a bitch! I was about to win the whole damn pot. Just really good, really good.
You too. My friend, I am doing some charity work, so I took it upon myself to volunteer your services. I hope that's okay.
Are you shitting me?
No, I don't think so.
You thought it would be some kind of big fucking riot just to pull me out of nowhere? You think I'm some kind of fucking clown?
You know what? I don't think it's actually the microphone. I think it's actually the room acoustics. I know there's actually some fairly reasonably priced audio dampeners. There's like foam pads that are ridged that can be bought. I don't know what they run for per panel. But I think that is the issue now that I'm hearing it better. I think it's just the acoustics of the room.
Maybe.
I ain't doing no fucking charity job.
Well, I figured you'd be the perfect face to man this front desk of this fine establishment. With your charming...
Okay, I gotta call that one out because you said this front desk. You said this front desk of this fine establishment. It's... I thought you'd be the perfect man to man the front desk of this fine establishment with your charming smile and welcoming energy. This job was made for you.
Smile and welcoming energy. This job was made for you.
Again, the pitching, all the different effects being overlaid like that is hindering your performance so much, and it is not fair to you. It is not fair to you.
Don't worry, my friend. I can make this more welcoming, if you wish.
Didn't care so much for the effect over, I can make this more welcoming, but that interpretation of the, if you wish, which in the pilot he has no vocal effect on, but heightening the vocal effect and making it sound more ominous and enticing, that, chef's kiss decision. Very good decision. Really plays into the trickster side of Alistair's personality. Very good call.
What? You think you can buy me with a wink and some cheap booze? Though you can.
Hey, 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 hey! No bar, no alcohol. This is supposed to be a place that discourages sin. Not some kind of mouth.
You know what? I like the fact that Charlie didn't object to the bar being put in. Because what's the point of redemption if you don't have a temptation
Oh my gosh, welcome to the Happy Hotel.
that is your decision to resist?
I lost the ability to love you.
Otherwise, it's just rehab, where everything's stripped away and you don't get a choice. This is giving the choice.
Okay.
And having the choice means everything with genuine redemption.
You have a dream, you wish to tell, and it's just laughable, but hey kid, what the hell? 'Cause you're one of a kind.
Yes. This. I had a little bit of trouble with this song, specifically myself. But this is the effect. This is the effect you should have went with for the whole thing. Minus that one scene, because that one scene changing the effect was perfectly timed. This is the effect you should have gone with the whole time. This is uplifting the performance. By them not letting you have this effect every time. Dude, just...
Well, look who it is hovering the striped free. We meet yet again, Alistair.
Do I know you?
Right there.
Oh,
Good delivery.
yes, you do.
Sounds great.
And this time, I have the element of surprise.
At least they didn't do that back and forth through the song, because that would have killed. That would have hurt it so bad.
It hurts.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I'm starved. Who wants some jambalaya? My mother once showed me a wonderful
Yes,
recipe
this,
for
every
jambalaya
time,
that
this,
nearly killed her.
this.
You could say the
Where
kid
is
was
this every
flying out of
time?
Oh, I'm on a roll.
This is
Yes,
great.
sir,
This is
this is the
good.
start
This is
of
a
some
good
real changes
interpretation.
down here.
This is what you
The
were
game
hindering.
sets. Now,
Stay tuned.
Again, right there. That is a good choice. That is a good choice. Oh, man. Okay, Taylor May, you did great as Charlie. Did you do the singing? Ah, so you did Alistair's singing voice. Okay. B-Fop, yeah, your performance for the most part was good, but they kept hindering you. Angie Phoenix did great as Cherry. King Kirby, good as Husker. I remember working with you before. Kitty, didn't know you, but Troy, oh, you did Travis too. Didn't know that. Good. 18. Vox Tech, okay. Game Brains, okay. That explains a lot. You know what? I'm going to comment on the credits here real quick. And I don't know if this was deliberate or not, Troy, but I can tell you kind of emulated the same thing I did for our version. I went out of my way to custom create the entire end credits myself for our version. And I can tell you took a little bit of inspiration from that. I don't know if you did so deliberately or not, though. I think you did, because I seem to remember you asked me to send you the background I used for that. But I really appreciate that as a slight nod to the work I did for ours. Even if it wasn't intentionally, I do appreciate the, the nod. And you're doing a really good job with this. Oh, you've been using some of... Oh, you've been using some of my parts. You know what? I appreciate that. Oh, you straight up are, dude. Thank you. I put so much work into recreating all this in order to get proper credit. That means so much to me. Dude, you could have recreated it all yourself, but instead you included part of what I did. Thank you, Troy. For the most part, this was great. Most of this was absolutely fantastic. I would even say that a lot of this blew ours out of the water. And I'm sorry for being so hypercritical of the Alistair impersonator. I really am. I honestly didn't realize that the singing voice and the speaking voice were different. So that speaks well of both actors in that. For our version, I did the singing and the speaking all myself. I take a lot of pride in doing that. And I'm sure a lot of you will take notice of that when it comes to when our episode 5 Dad Beat Dad dub drops in the future. We're still waiting on lines to finish. But I appreciate the fact that the right person for the right job and how well they blended together. It's just like with Edward Bosco and Black Griffin. Until I saw the credits, I didn't realize it was two different people, so great job with that. Again, some issues I had with Katie Killjoy's performance and the Alistair performance. I've already spoken at length about those. This was otherwise a fantastic dub. I am so glad I got to be a part of doing some of the editing work for the credits. That I got to assist with some things, and I'm really glad, thankful even for Troy, for you reaching out to me to react to this and provide my commentary. I really am. Honestly, I needed a distraction right now. Several different things has happened to me recently that I needed the distraction. Matter of fact, August 26th, which was just a few days ago, like 6 days ago as of this recording, I had to have my dog put down. Um, but for the most part, he was my sole companion for 13 years. So that was really painful for me, and I needed distractions like the last one and this one, especially right now. So, I've been sitting on this for a long time. I never really knew of the right moment to do it. But I'm glad I kind of left it on the burner until now. I'm sorry it took so long for me to do this. I really, truly am. But I am so grateful for the opportunity to get to react to this and for all the hard work that everyone put into it. Again, I am providing the link to both this one and our version in the description of the video down below. Please go check them out for yourself because it is worth it. Let me know your thoughts on the video you just watched with me, as well as your opinions if they differed from mine in any way, shape, or form down below. If you enjoyed this reaction and commentary, click the like button. If you're new to the channel and want to see what else we've done, click my name above the video description. If you want to see more, please click the subscriber button. And if you want notified when new content is available, click that notification bell icon. Don't forget to check out our posts where I provide updates periodically. And I'll occasionally post new links to our Discord server. The Discord server link in the description below should be the most current one for now as of this recording. I will be providing new ones in post once, maybe twice a month, depending on if I remember to or not, in order to get you the ability to go to it. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it open for everyone. Leave your suggestions for future content down below, if you please. Your suggestions and recommendations, everything you do to interact with this channel helps the algorithm and helps us. That said, thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and a great weekend ahead, depending on when you get around to seeing the video. As of this recording, it is Labor Day, so I hope everyone out there is enjoying themselves, being safe, and having fun. But that is all the time we have for today. I hope you will join us right back here, same Moonshadow time, same Mystery Channel, when we get back to you with more content. Until then, everyone, take care, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.